there, my name is Cassandra DeStefano, and I'm one of the countless parents who volunteer for BlueEd. The BlueEd program was unofficially started in the late 1990s by Doug Backer, who is a musician, a music educator, and a member of Blues Society of Omaha. The program's origin story has some strong foundation. Let's take a look.
As a teacher, band director, Blues Society, I raise my hand. I can take care of the kids, the youth organization of this. Then they got to start playing in front of the other bands, and everything just took off from there. And then we had these great teachers that came on board and stayed for, decades.
I was in a group called Backer's Blues, which was actually named for Doug Backer, the founder of BlueEd. Ultimately, what his goal was when he started the program was to facilitate a space where we could all learn a language through which we can communicate with any other musician in any other environment and make music happen. It's definitely proven to be true. You might not realize it now, but what you're learning here is going to get you on any stage, wherever you are.
BlueEd is a nonprofit youth talent development program sponsored by the Blues Society of Omaha with the mission of keeping the blues alive. You see, historically, the beginning of blues as a musical genre was a form of storytelling that began in the southern states in the early 20th century. The music contained a specific structure and rhythm, which was accompanied by lyrics that described instances of oppression and struggle. As early blues music gained popularity, musicians like B.B. King and John Lee Hooker performed in Memphis. The early 20th century also saw changes in the places people lived and in new technology. For instance, blues musicians began using the electric guitar. As blues musicians moved from the South to other parts of the United States, they took their music with them, and new variations of blues music formed, including Chicago-style blues like that of Willie Dixon. The blues mixed with other musical styles of those regions and helped to inspire many new genres, including jazz, rock and roll, and country. So why keep the blues alive? Well, it can be argued that the blues is the mother of all modern music.
My name is Emily.
And my name is Alex. Our daughter Anna plays drums for the BlueEd band Roots. A lot of the music that they listen to today, or the songs that they would choose if they could choose all of their songs, have such strong roots in blues music. So the songs and keeping the blues alive, I think, is giving these students a great foundation for growing up as musicians.
Okay, so now that you know why the focus on BlueEd is on keeping the blues alive, let's talk about what it is. To help me explain, here are two of the program's professional musician clinicians.
My name is Glenn Smith. I'm a professional musician and clinician for BlueEd. The BlueEd program takes middle-aged and high school-aged kids and places them together via auditions into bands. These groups rehearse and perform live all over the metro area during the summer.
My name is Hector Anchondo. I'm a musician, instructor, and clinician for the BlueEd. BlueEd is an amazing program where the kids can learn to play in real-world scenarios. I always encourage youngsters to audition. There is so much opportunity to learn, make new friends, to play shows, and to open for major blues headliners.
The kids also receive valuable mentoring from professional musicians during their time in the program. It's educational, fun, and does wonders for their growth as musicians and people.
So to recap, BlueEd is the original nonprofit education music program in Omaha. Kids ages 12 through 18 can audition in early spring. If selected, musicians are placed into a band. In March, the musicians in each band work together to decide on times to rehearse. Rehearsals are usually twice a week, and the band members are mostly self-managed. They're given a list of songs they can decide to learn as a group, and they begin to build what's called a set list. While all this is taking place, the BlueEd's 4 clinicians take turns attending rehearsals. You met 2 of them earlier. Glenn Smith has been a professional musician since he was 18. He currently performs in 2 different bands, and he teaches guitar and bass guitar lessons full-time. Hector Anchondo has been playing professionally for 28 years and is the winner of the 2020 International Blues Challenge. When he's not gigging with his band, Hector also teaches guitar lessons.
Nebraska Music Hall of Fame musician Bucky McCann is a singer and multi-instrument musician who has been performing professionally for 4 decades. He's currently part of a local band that gigs all over Omaha. Carlos Figueroa is a freelance percussionist and clinician in the Omaha area. Carlos teaches drum set and consults for area music programs. He has conducted workshops and clinics throughout the state of Nebraska for several nonprofit organizations that share his passion of music education. The musicians in BlueEd are selected because of their talent, but the clinics and workshops throughout this season help musicians with on-stage presence, communication during a set, the art of improvisation and soloing, and the fundamentals of blues music.
Hi everyone, I'm Cameron Bothwell and I'm a musician for the BlueEd band True Blues. I mean, you're getting a lot of really good knowledge from some clinicians that have been in the game for a while and are very personable with each of the bands.
BlueEd has given Anna the opportunity to work with and get feedback from the clinicians, which has been a huge part of her growth as a musician. To have that experience come through from the clinicians and explain what it's like to be on stage, what it's like to play together, what it's like to collaborate between a bassist and a drummer. And learning that at this young age and giving them the opportunity to actually do that and see it through on stage is a great opportunity, and it couldn't be done without the clinicians.
The bands begin performing in May, and there are up to 20 gigs scheduled for the bands throughout mid-August, which include festivals like the Taste of Omaha, Playing with Fire, In the Market for Blues, and the Nebraska State Fair. Musicians and parents agree that BlueEd is a unique program that helps take musicians to the next level.
Hi, my name is Izzy DeStefano, and I've played bass guitar for BlueEd bands Vertigo and True Blues. BlueEd has helped me gain skills with maintaining stage presence, memorization in music, networking, and I've learned more about the structure of blues music in general.
Playing in BlueEd this year as my first year has made me a much better musician. I've been playing drums for most of my life, but this has been a big year for growth for me because I've never played with a band before in live settings. I've done a few things here and there, like I played drums for show choir and for concert band and other things like that in school, but this is like a completely different thing where I've learned a lot about communicating with others and being able to perform live without nerves.
Hi, my name is Izzy W, and I'm a vocalist and guitar player for the BlueEd band, the Redwoods. BlueEd has helped me become a better musician in a number of ways. It has helped me learn to collaborate with peer musicians and learn about the aspects of being a leading musician that no other Omaha program could offer me. The program has helped me develop a mature and confident style and sound as a musician. The thing that I love the most about BlueEd is that it pushes musicians to get better through the experience of playing with people who are talented and oftentimes more experienced. It also connects participants with people who take music as seriously in their lives as you do, which is something you do not typically see in high school music programs.
Because the program is sponsored by the Blues Society of Omaha, which is Nebraska's chapter of the National Blues Foundation, BlueEd bands have been able to participate in the Youth Showcase at the International Blues Challenge in Memphis. Many BlueEd alumni have gone on to successful music-based careers after spending time in the program. Regardless of whether BlueEd students choose to pursue music as a career, the skills they will gain will help them grow as people as well.
Hi, my name is Henry Tomsu, and I was in BlueEd from 2016 through 2019. And BlueEd helped me develop several skills as a young musician, especially with like people skills and communication skills. When you're in a band, you're all going for the same goal. You're all a group of people trying to make good music and develop into better musicians. So knowing how to get the best of yourself and everyone around you is a skill that you can learn when you're in a band like that.
Confidence is a huge thing. I think that putting yourself out there with the gifts you have and being able to have the confidence to perform in front of a lot of different people throughout the summer, that's a huge thing. Obviously there's relational skills because you meet a lot of new people, not just in your band, but with the other bands.
My name is Jill, and my son Bert plays guitar for the BlueEd band, the Redwoods. He is observing the band leaders effectively manage a band together. He is also learning to manage his time and equipment, communicate effectively with his bandmates, organize and plan ahead. All of these traits are trickling into the other areas of his life. It's pretty awesome to observe.
With its history of over 2 decades, education from award-winning experienced musicians, and the skills and networking that come from being a part of this award-winning program, It's pretty clear Blues Ed is a great fit for any young musician who wants to take their talent to the next level.
If you're thinking about doing Blues Ed, I would highly consider joining. It's a really good experience. Every single gig I do, I definitely get more experience and more comfortable with what I'm doing.
There are no other youth band programs in Omaha that offers what Blues Ed offers. Lots of performances, access to professional musicians who act as clinicians, a next level challenge to learn your instrument, the opportunity to play with equally talented musicians, and being part of a student-led band. Just like in sports, when you play with talented people, your game rises up. This is what I have witnessed with my son being part of the Blues Ed program.
So how can you get started? Well, the first step is to register for an audition. Auditions usually take place in mid-February. Along with registration, there's information for parents and students that should address the questions that might come up about what kind of music to prepare and what kind of time commitment is involved by being in this program. There's additional contact information as well if there's more questions that you have. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at auditions.